This is an overview of a print textbook. Most textbooks have the same general parts. They might be titled differently or they might be omitted, but in general all of them are basically the same. You can see at the beginning that we have a brief contents listing. This just shows the parts of the book and the chapters within each part. A little further back, there's a full table of contents. This lists the parts of the book, each chapter, and each section within each chapter. This textbook has a great thing in it. It has a great feature. Each chapter and section begins with learning outcomes. So after you read this particular section, you should understand these things. Then at the end of that section, there's also a little review of the learning outcomes and a self-check question, so you should be able to answer that question after reading that section. And like in many other textbooks, there's even a chapter review or summary, and this one has review questions, so some multiple choice questions, some sort of open-ended questions here. That's a great way to review your material when you're preparing for a test or a quiz. Some other great features about this textbook that are pretty common: there is a glossary in the back, and the glossary is essentially a little dictionary. It only contains terms that you can find in this textbook. So you can see the term is in bold and then the definition is in regular font. So you can get some basic information here before you move on to another source. Another way to find more information about a specific topic or keyword is going to be to use the index. So here you would find the term, and then you'll see that different page numbers are listed out beside it. So if you wanted to find information about an acid, you would turn to pages 29 or 30, and there you will find information about acids. So let's do that. Here's a whole section on acids, and the term is bolded so you can easily find it, and it does continue on to the next page. This is a great way to get some basic information that would either be all that you need or would provide you enough to move on to further research. So I suggest starting with your textbook before you move on to other resources. It is a reliable and credible resource. Your professor would not have chosen this textbook if they did not believe that that was true. So it's a great first step in your research process.